nothing alike. We's different. You ain't the hustling type. We's different.
There is your main event for WrestleMania. John Cena. What the?
One look, one motion, and the entire wrestling world is turned upside down. It's been officially a day since Elimination Chamber 2025, where we saw the unthinkable, we saw the unimaginable, we saw something I didn't think would even happen. John Cena sold his soul to the final boss. And at WrestleMania, it will be John Cena versus Cody Rhodes for the WWE title. Now, I don't want to get so much into that match because I got a whole preview video I'm going to do about that. So here, I'm going to try to talk as best as I can about this one segment. So, Cody did exactly what I figured he would do. He told the final boss, well, I'll let Cody tell you himself.
Hey, Rock! Go fuck yourself!
I laugh every time I see that. I laugh every time I see that. He told The Rock off and thought John Cena was supporting him. Instead, it was all a ruse. Because as I said in the beginning of this video, one look, one motion, and the rest is history. Now, there are a couple of things that hinted at this happening, but I didn't dive deep into it because I was just like, I want to keep myself as surprised as possible. But you know how they kept replaying the Royal Rumble press conference from John Cena, how they keep replaying it? Well, I decided to watch it again. And this one clip, I kept replaying it because it kept hitting me in the head. And I think this was one thing that led to it. Check it out.
The last time I main evented a WrestleMania was 2013. That's a long time ago. The reason that hasn't been at the forefront in my mind, I've been a gimmick. I've been the first match. I've been in the middle. I've shared beers with the fans. Because my truth, my perspective is I've always done what's best for business. Tonight, standing in that ring, I wanted this experience to be a tour of goodwill. I've openly admitted I don't know how much I have left in the tank. And I just wanted to do something that would be nice for all of us to get together and have a good time. Unfortunately tonight, it dawned on me that that's not best for business. What is best for business is I main event WrestleMania. And what is best for business is, for the first time, I confidently say that I'm going to win a 17th championship.
Now, as you can see, or as you heard, John Cena kept repeating one phrase: what's best for business. I think we know all about that phrase. I think we know all about that phrase. We heard it a lot 13 years ago. But him saying what's best for business is for me to main event WrestleMania. It kind of was giving me a thought process that I think John Cena is willing to do whatever he has to do to get to the main event. Because as you know, Seth Rollins curb stomp Seth Rollins. I'm sorry, Seth Rollins curb stomp Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins curb stomp Punk. Cena took advantage, and then boom, he did that. And then he decides to sell his soul to The Rock, which means John Cena is this desperate and will do anything to become a 17-time champion. Now, with this heel turn, it's a lot different. It's very, very much different than all the shocking heel turns we've seen in the past. But of course, with this heel turn, there's only two different instances I could ever think about. The first one is of course with Stone Cold Steve Austin, because his heel turn was very much out of nowhere. Back at WrestleMania 17, when he faced The Rock for the WWE title, he said in the interview, the SmackDown before WrestleMania, he kept saying, I will do whatever it takes and I will do what I have to do to become WWF champion. And in that match, he definitely did what he had to do. He aligned himself and he shook hands with the devil himself, Mr. Vince McMahon, to ensure that he becomes the WWF champion. So I compare Cena's heel turn to that, but I can't really compare it completely because Cena hasn't gotten the job done. He didn't do it yet. But the instances is right there. It's right there. And of course, the second one is more compared to the shock value. Is, of course, Hulk Hogan in 1996, where he decides to turn his back on the fans and join Scott Hall and Kevin Nash and create the NWO. Now, in a way, it's not really the same because Hulk Hogan didn't really sell his soul. He was just tired of the fans pretty much. But it's the same. But I think it's the same because of the shock value. Like, who the hell saw Hulk Hogan turning heel? Nobody saw that coming. But it was a change that Hulk Hogan needed because his character was just like, we're just tired of Hulk Hogan at this point. Like, nobody wants to eat their vitamins or say their prayers anymore. You know what I'm saying? We're tired of Hulk. But I only compare that heel turn to Cena's heel turn simplistically because of the shock value. The meanings of both are completely different. Nobody was really tired of Cena. And also, nobody really knew what Cena was going to do in his final year. So for him to make this drastic decision, because this is a drastic decision, regardless of how you think about it or not, it's almost risky on top of that. Cena said he was going to go balls to the wall. I mean, he probably didn't say it like that, but trust me, he wanted to go balls to the wall in his final year of his career. And I guess this is the one way you do it. You shock the world. You shock everybody. And you do something that we never thought would happen. And since I've been sharing clips this whole time, here's a clip from the interview with Chris Van Vliet about, imagine if The Rock and John Cena were both heels at the same time.
Imagine a world where The Rock's a heel now. Imagine a world where The Rock and John Cena are a heel at the same time.
So the weird thing is that's supposed to happen. Like, if you think of the course of human life, no one is perfect, right? And it's very tough each day to wake up and live a good life. It's tough to be mistake-free. So that's like human trajectory. We all go through patches where we make decisions against our value system. We all turn heel at one point. It's just a matter of if you see the light.
Now, to me, honestly, I think it's just a very big coincidence that, Van Vliet said that to Cena, and then Cena answered it in the way that he did. I think it's just a huge coincidence, honestly. I ain't think much of it, or whatever the case is. But I do find it to be ironic. Because the same interview, of course, Chris had to ask the question, how close was John Cena to turning heel? And this was John Cena's response to that.
Real close.
Around what time period?
Cena Rock won.
Oh.
I got word that they were going to do it. I went out and recorded a new song. I went out and got all new gear. I wasn't prepared for ruthless aggression. That was the last time I wasn't prepared. And I mean, I heard rumblings of, we're going to do it. And in 48 hours, I had a new track, a new studio mix, theme song, final mix. I had 7 new singlets, low-cut singlets with boxing-type robes. I already had the boots in storage, so I dusted them off. I was ready to go.
The irony of it. John Cena was this close to turning heel, and the time he was going to do it was supposed to be against The Rock at WrestleMania 28. How ironic. He was supposed to turn heel against The Rock, and now he's turned heel with The Rock. The irony of that is very, very funny. But you know what? I love it. See, last year's WrestleMania 40, the buildup of it was amazing. It was so many twists and turns and just pure, sheer entertainment throughout the whole WrestleMania buildup. Now, we got something that we never expected. And now we're going to see how that completely affects the road to WrestleMania. The only thing I want right now, I want to know what John Cena's very first promo is going to be. I want to know when it is going to be, and I want to know how it's going to be. And I just want to see the presentation. I want to see his demeanor. I want to hear his words. I want to feel the segment. I want to feel it. I'm craving for it, because it's like, man, if he was willing to do this, I know for a fact he's going to put his all into it. And I just want to be able to see it. I want to see it. I want to feel it. I want it all, bro. I cannot wait to see that. Hell, once it happens, you already know we got to talk about it, because I got to watch it. I'm going to watch it, and then we're going to talk about it. Because it's going to be interesting. Like, are we going to get a ruthless John Cena? A aggressive John Cena? Are we going to get a desperate John Cena? That's probably the one I'm assuming. I'm assuming we're going to get like a desperate John Cena, one that said, I had to do this. You got to understand, this was my final WrestleMania. This is my final opportunity to get 17. I had to do what I had to do. And if that meant aligning myself with the final boss, you bet your ass I was going to do it. I think we're going to get like something like that, a desperate John Cena. A man that feels his time is coming to an end, which it is. Like, in reality, it is. Like, this is his last year of his career. So I know we're going to get something like that. I know it's just going to be it's going to be cinema, bro. And I cannot wait, bro. I can't wait to see what he dresses as WrestleMania. As you seen the clip that I showed, he said he was going to have a whole different wardrobe with a singlet and boxing and all that. I'm curious if he's going to still have that. I'm curious if I'm sure he still has the heel track that he made for the heel turn that he was supposed to have. I'm sure you're gonna have that. I'm curious how that sounds. Oh man, I cannot wait. This is this is crazy. We got a John Cena heel turn in 2025. And I'm also curious how long it's gonna go. I'm assuming he's not gonna be heel for the whole year. He can't be. His final match, I'm sure he's gonna be a face. I'm sure he's gonna be back to where he was. I wonder if actually, now that I think about it, I wonder if The Rock is gonna be his final opponent. Now that I think about it. Because there's going to come a time where John Cena, is going to turn his back on The Rock, and, he turns to a face, and The Rock's going to have his moment. Then the Cena Rock 3 happens, because why not? It's damn. But with Cena being heel, there's potentials for a lot of matches. He can have that match with CM Punk. He can have that match with Randy Orton. He could have that match. We're going to see him and Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania, Hell, we might have that match with him and Roman Reigns. That'd be interesting. Actually, no. I actually don't want to see that match with him and Roman Reigns. Roman's being twice. So, I mean, nah. Hey, listen, the possibilities are endless. A lot can happen. And I'm here for all of it. You know what I'm saying? I'm here for every single moment. I don't know if we're going to get that promo tomorrow on Raw, but damn it, I hope we get something. You already know what it is, man. All right, so until then, it's been Rose, man. Thank you for watching. Thank you for all the love support, as always. That Cody Rhodes versus John Cena WrestleMania preview, I will probably do that tomorrow. Yeah, I'll do it tomorrow. And then on Tuesday, I'm going to do the Rhea/Io versus Bianca Belair WrestleMania 41 rematch. I'm sorry, preview video. I'll probably do that. I'll probably do that Tuesday, maybe Wednesday. You'll get both this week. That's a fact. And then, of course, whenever John Cena does his promo, we're definitely going to watch that, and we're definitely going to talk about it. But yeah, I'm here for it, man. We here. So until next time, peace, love, 100. Yeah.